Hi guys, Luna here. A game called Rim Quest. You can see that I have the settings up, but this is an interesting little game that I've been playing for a little while now. As of right now, I'm just gonna go and play through the save file I have right now, since this game is a little grindy. See, I've been playing for 53 days. And just to give a little bit of context for what some things are, the Dancing Dragon is the inn where you can store items, sort through your inventory, and see what items you have, pick up bounties, which it's a little weird that you can only have a limited number of bounties, and you can't pick up more, but that's sort of how the game goes. And you can buy supplies for your adventure. You can have a few drinks, which can restore your sanity. And then, when you eventually have enough money, you can expand your stash and your inventory. For the various assortments, this is basically just your shop. The Mysteric Emporium allows you to train in magical skills, such as the Eclipse Rites, the Glacial Spear, which is damage, some support spells, some AoE spells, and the current spells that I have that I've really been enjoying is the Fireball, which is a spell that deals damage to all, a Reaper's Scythe, which is can restore health on and +1 armor on a kill when I kill an enemy with a basic attack. I have Regrowth, which allows me to heal. I have Soul Steal, which allows me to deal damage and heal myself. And finally, the Weak AoE, but allows me to potentially stun my enemies. The Guild House allows you to train in physical skills, so something like Here's Armor, and it allows you to strike at a weak spot. It applies with melee weapons, attack twice, that's crit chance, and there's also passive skills. For example, with one of my skills, Venomous Strike, 25% chance to deal 4 damage per turn, which is basically a tick. And another skill that I have increases my damage, which is a passive thing. Another passive I've picked up is Drifter, which I have a small percent chance to restore sanity whenever I move onto an unexplored tile. And Metaphysics, which I have a chance to reduce a spell CD by 2, which is pretty useful since I'm definitely more of a spell-heavy class. There's a whole bunch of other skills, but again, it sort of depends on certain play style. There is the Blacksmith, which you can improve on your armor and your weapon, if you have enough money, of course. Bowling Cauldron, which you can use, you can combine items to create better items, and you can also create potentially good, better items for the Blacksmith as well. The Training Grounds, which isn't really that important, but which is important for random events that do come up later for raids against the city. And they're just 3 different things to be able to defend the city with. The Council, which allows you to get special bonuses, which is really interesting, because I just unlocked this recently, but they are extremely expensive, usually about, they're all 1,000 each for their first upgrade, which, you get more gold from bounties, and more bounties are available. There's less encounter chances, there's supply prices are reduced, supply sale for an additional 1. And then you can see the character, which, you can see that my initial thing was that I'm a Scholar, which the skills cost less to upgrade. I have health, obviously this is my amount of health for being level 16, my damage, with my health and damage, which I got from Blacksmith. the armor spell resistance I have, it hasn't improved at all. The sanity, it's evasion, critical, resolve, and spell damage. My current setup is that I have a revolver which does +2 damage and +2 armor piercing. So, and then I also have a gun holster, which allows +1 additional piercing with guns. I also have leather armor, which gives me a little extra health and a little bit of extra critical hit and evasion. And I eventually, but I haven't personally done it yet in one yet. And my animal companion that I chose was a bat. So, because it has a small chance to allow you to be able to heal, which is very nice. If you weren't able to tell from my spells, they are quite useful. And obviously these are the handful of items that I have on hand for right now. It will change. At the top right you can see some of the basic stats of how many tiles I've explored, events, and enemies. And you can see my spells and skills, which you can see how many spells currently I have and skills that I have. Eventually, as you level up, you're able to get more, but as of right now, it's kind of limited. So the Altar of Oblivion allows you to forget certain skills if you think they are not as useful, which I haven't done. Ashburn's obviously the city, and the 3 locations that I have access to right now is Sunken Grotto, which I've defeated both bosses for, the Glacial Pass, which I have defeated one of the bosses for, and the Withering Woods, which I have not defeated any of the bosses for. Once I complete all quests, not like bounties, I'm able to unlock some of these other areas. Which, let me double check my journal. So, here are my bounties, and there's a whole bunch of notes in these series, which I'm not going to go through. And there is the main quests. So I have to find fragments, and I have to find drawings, which they just kind of happen in journals. And there's epic quests, which happen usually after the main quest. So, Withering Woods level 15, which is a little while, or I can go to Slay the Ancient Troll, are the 2 that I can do as of right now. There's also the Reach the Imperial Capital, but not going to focus on that one right now. I'm going to go and try and get to Slay the Ancient Troll, or at least go as decently far as I can, of course. So, Glacial Pass. So here's what a map could look like. It can vary from time to time in size, and you just kind of explore around. So you have some basic combat works, which I have already seen a Nomad Warrior before and a Nomad Priest, which if you click on them you can see their stats. So the Nomad Priest has a high spell resistance but no armor resistance, while the Nomad Warrior is the reverse. So, I'm going to try and do as much damage as I can with the Nomad Priest. Normally, if I was worried, I would do I'm just gonna do this life. So, spells are limited per combat. You can only do 3 in each combat. And they have a slight delay each time through. And after every combat, you get some XP and gold. And they say that you really shouldn't explore every single area, but quite frankly, I've been doing that since pretty much the start, and it has not caused an issue for me at all yet. So, the only downside is to, supplies and what. Troll Brood and Mountain Troll all have physical resistance, so it's always good to be able to have spells on hand. The special thing about trolls is that they are able to regenerate. And each monster that you face has a special little ability that you are faced with. I'm gonna heal and do soul seal. That way I'm able to... Yeah, sapphires. If you... You know, I'm just gonna leave and continue on my way. Mercenary power is boosted. Every time you finish a mission, you collect some wages. And just gonna buy some supplies and sell this sapphire. Go for the boss. I'm gonna stash these smoke bombs. And I'm gonna stash the acid bomb. Just so that way, when I am prepared to go on to the boss, I am able to do so. Let's continue on to the glacier, shall we? The floater, spell resistant, arcane water, spell resistant, so... In both of these, just to... Shaman has resistance and skirmisher does not, so I probably will have to use my sight. This is definitely getting interesting, but heal. That one's poison, so I'm gonna focus on trying to do back just because I can proceed a little bit less and hopefully heal a little bit more. Elixir of life. Well, that's pretty good. I'm definitely going to use this marigold just to make sure I'm prepared for the next battle. Boom, fireball. Boom, twisting vines. If you haven't been able to tell my strategy at all, it's literally use spells to survive and heal up when I can. Since there's not much to survive besides items, and if you are able to be more effective with spells than items, then might as well use it. Scattered lore, huzzah! But not any of the Sage about Desmodius, which I don't know if you guys know, but if you play D&D, it's actually a powerful demon. Walk leisurely down the road when he was suddenly accosted by a rider with a beautiful chestnut bay. His clothes are dirty and torn, and his general demeanor is that of a man who has seen too much. He presents himself as a scout in service of the City Council of Ashbourne, and claims to have surveyed the surrounding area, collecting information vital for the city's defenses. Reluctantly, you confess that you are in fact also employed of the Honorable Council, and on a mission of some importance yourself. Glad to assist a fellow in distress, the man offers you to share some of his findings with you. Hey, rounds. Hey, some nearby enemies are revealed. That's pretty useful. I'm gonna try and lift the lid. Ooh. So yeah, as you explore around, some of these events just happen. I tried to force open the door and it just didn't work. I'm gonna make sure I restore my sanity. Walking at a steady pace, you spot a skeleton figure popping up against a tree by the road. As you draw near, you realize, in fact, a skeleton. By the worn leather coat and unmistakable black eye patch over one eye, you suspect he was once a pirate. Your suspicion is confirmed when he slowly turns in your direction and greets you in a shaky, claky voice. "Oh, there, would you be interested in a bounty I came across in my old days? Perhaps just 15 gold per pieces for a dazzling young adventurer like yourself." Sure, let's see it. Hey, got a ruby. You know what, let's just get the experience while we can. And he's got poison, which is quite lovely. Ooh, hey, this is an accessory, so that's actually a pretty one. Restores 10 to 8% of HP on victory. Could be very useful on the final boss battle. And fortunately, I can't really move my mouse anywhere all that much since I am, in fact, using it for things, so... Oh, his abilities. Oh, so yeah. So he loses armor to increase damage, so... And he's got stuns, so that's basically a loss for him. Anyways. Okay, I'm gonna have to these and... Actually, no, I still have one item space left. Oh yeah, there's an ambush, not surprised. I re-walked over a tile that I already been to. A special event that can happen with certain combats where you're fighting against your own sanity, which is a really interesting combat, but at the same time, I just don't understand what makes them appear. Is it low sanity? Is it just because they want to... I don't really honestly understand it myself. Not yet. I can leave. I should still continue to prepare for this gem just so I can have it. Is this an accessory as well? Oh, this is armor. And in the tavern you can also get some money as well. But I don't really do that just because it doesn't seem like there's much to it. So, the ruby, so the gold chalice. So this, I'm not really probably going to use it for anything. And get some moldy bread just to prepare more supplies. And can I upgrade any of my spells? I could upgrade my sight to be a little bit more efficient, or could improve the twisting vines. How about the guild house? Could I improve any of this? Savage power, which could be useful. Could increase my spells, chance of sanity. Oh yeah, there's also the chance to stun. So, but I think I'm gonna go and improve the twisting vines since chance to stun is always pretty useful. Boiling cauldron, don't have anything with that. Training grounds, they're all good condition. And so, yeah, again, bounties are just kind of there until we finish them, so it's just... This is why I wish you could do more than like a limited number, since limited number is kind of one of those things where it's like, very limited. Hopefully my mic's picking up on this, since sometimes it doesn't look like it's getting picked up. And so, audio just a tad. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Continue. And let's see here. So a little bit. Yeah. Sure, let's continue on. Back to wages. Roadmap. Sometimes the convenient ending I just go for. Scattered lore, not really that important. Search for valuables. Huzzah, some more gold. Could always use some more gold. So, armor versus spell resistance. So let's just get rid of you. Fireball. On you guys. Roll. I leveled up. I gained some max supplies and critical hits. Sure, let's continue on. Oh yes, this is a random event that sometimes can happen. So I'm going to scout ahead to see what the enemy is. Since it's a beast, I'm going to engage with my broken shields. I'm going to use fire artillery to get rid of this next enemy. And I guess I'll... Oh, it's that weakness. Good thing I used the artillery. Guess I'll use the Scarlet Eye Collection. And that's the good thing that they're strong in, which is great. Oh, less. They cost less, which is great. Which I am going to quickly improve. I'm going to quickly improve my strength, just so I have a little bit more strength. And I'm gonna quickly go to the training ground so I can improve their manpower, and morale. The only one left is that I have to improve morale and strength of is the Scarlet Eye Continuum. And unfortunately I do need supplies, but I think I'll be fine probably. And continuing down the glacial path we go. Search the pantry. Some more supplies. Huzzah! Oh, he has high spell resistance, it looks like. Oh. He's poisoned. Heal quickly. Heal 60. Unfortunately, my heal spell's not that useful. And I defeated the snow beast. Another enemy defeated. While exploring some ancient ruins, you find yourself standing before a large mirror. Its reflective glass seems to be untouched by the passage of time, shining like the day was made of mist, crumbling the decay of long ago. You suspect some arcane and magic is at work here. Look into the mirror. Yeah, unfortunately, any temporary boosts only lasts in the dungeon. Look in the mirror, expecting you to see impeccable reflection looking back at you with a satisfied grin. Instead, taken in by the mirror's strange magic, you glimpse an echo from another place in time. A majestic city perching proudly on a riverbank, its tall spires rising to meet the sunset horizon. The white marble of the protective walls glisten in fading sunlight, giving the entire scene a subtle golden hue. The scent of magic is strong in the air, and where it mixes with the rich aroma of sweet summer wine, it creates an intoxicating fragrance you're not likely to forget anytime soon. You're not sure how, but you actually smell it, miles and ages away. It is Ashburn, you realize, before the tearing, in the golden ages of the Empire, as a single tear starts trailing down your dirty cheek. You close your eyes for a moment and chase it away. But when you look into the mirror again, the vision is gone. Only the cold glass surface meets your gaze, the last witness of an age long gone. It's quite unfortunate, but yeah, if you can. Yeah, unfortunately, if you use the arrow key, sometimes that happens. Good fragments found. Get rid of priests and since I can do a whole bunch of damage. Slowly start to heal back up again. Don't know why they make maps this big. Gonna have that issue. I love the soundtrack of this game though, it's actually quite nice. Even if I don't listen to it that often. Ready for some more supplies and some more health. Except in the name of science. Basically, he's just like, hey, try some of my potions. So these are manifestations of the mind, which each have their own unique things that you must deal with. Which, again, I don't know how they spawn. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, and I just don't understand how they. See, yeah, it conjures up your inner demons. How, you ask? I have no idea. Priest, just to... Of course you heal right as I attack you. Go again, just for full health. Yet I basically have this entire area looked out for already, so might as well just finish it already. Want more gold, good thing. Rid of you before you can even right, go, and out we go. Our sickness strikes and we lose some sanity, but it's fine. ODT, I can just sell that. Mutagen. That. Let me compare it to the Dancing Dragon 6+ spell. That's actually big. I'll store that. And quickly buy some supplies. Sell the Conjurer's Cap. I'll have to remember to use this. And unfortunately I can't upgrade anything yet. Everything costs too much. Honestly wishing money was more applicable, but well, I can get so much. Continuing through the glacier path. Of course you do vitality on the Again, I don't understand why they do. Use that just to increase my health permanently. Yeah, you prepared for the rest for the day when a strange feeling of rest begins to form at the back of your mind, like an alien presence probing the inside of your psyche. It gradually intensifies until it feels like your private thoughts are no longer yours, and you're now being pulled out of your head by a cold, unrelenting hands. You notice that your surroundings are suddenly gone very dark, and a layer of black mist covers the ground. You stare in horror and fascination. The unnatural mist begins to swirl. It forms vaguely humanoid shapes all around you. They are the manifestation of your thoughts, emotions. You realize, formed by the dark, they mean you no good. And Mike didn't pick up all of that, but hopefully it did. It's kind of annoying that I don't know how sometimes it doesn't get triggered or not. Anyways. Poison, hopefully they can't. Yeah, They don't heal, I don't think, so which is good. Yeah, as I was saying before though, like I don't understand when both of them are at full health. I don't get why this goes down when we haven't passed down yet. Bloodlust. And there we go. My vampiric bat is quite well with heat, making sure I'm healed, which is great. Well, hey, I finished one of my missions by killing trolls, which is good. Hopefully I can see some more floaters or orc berserkers. Standing before you is an obelisk made out of perfectly shaped crystalline materials, probably heavy refined opium. Where the sunlight touches its surface, it reflects it into a myriad of colors that flow along the length of its slender body in waves. It is a common knowledge in scholarless circles that the old Imperial used a network of these structures to channel the ether. The stuff of magic was harvested through some arcane means and distributed along the network to be used for powering various magical machinery that was common in the old Imperial area, but is now lost to history. Let's touch it. As you touch the smooth surface of the obelisks, you instantly feel a strong jolt of power hitting you like a cannonball. You fly for a few paces, free and undeterred, only to hit the cold ground with a painful grunt. It is only sheer dumb luck that allows you to stand up after a moment. All your bones are still intact, and only minor bruises to show for your folly. Key, which is good. Not yet, since we're basically almost done with exploring. Search for valuables. Yes, I'll have some gold. And yeah, you can't see me because the screen is. And quickly get rid of the berserker. And I heal. Warlock has spell resistance, which is not that useful. And leave. Collect wages. Quickly. Supplies. Pick up my steel ore. Go to the various things. Sell an amethyst. Catalyst. Don't really honestly keep making these things because at this point it's just not that useful. I don't really use items that often. I'll go back to the thing, store my steel ingot, and quickly go to the Mystic Emporium and improve my Twisting Vines a little bit more. Let's do that. And let's see here. Oh yeah, I can pick up another mission. Huzzah! Guess I'll pick up Orc Warlock since I've seen those decently enough. Journal. So yeah, the Ancient Troll is level 30. So world map. And I'm 3 levels away. What level does it recommend? Level 15, and I am level 17, so I should be fine, probably. Ooh, should be able to get through this quickly enough. Yeah, this game is extremely repetitive if you're okay with that. If you're okay with seeing a lot of repeated things. Dealing with nobility. You hear a stream of angry cursing and a stream of whipping sounds coming from nearby. Drawn by the commotion, you approach to see a group of travelers. The noise you heard is coming from a stern old man dressed in rich silken outfits. You stand above a kneeling form of another, his servant, or so you presume, judging by the whip the old man is using to shred the other man's back to bloody mince. I'm going to intervene and stop him. Outraged, you rush toward the old man to stop the brutal punishment. Luckily, none of his companions move to stop you, probably as arrested by the man's actions as yourself. You take the whip from his hands just as he's preparing to land another blow. He stares at you in fury and confusion. He looks as if he's about to strike at you, but at the last moment he reconsiders, discouraged by your ragged look and weapons strapped to your back. Instead, he mumbles something about the lack of respect for nobility these days and makes a hasty retreat. You help the beaten servant to his feet and depart the company without another word. And this is more evidence. Again, I don't get what spawns those, since I have full sanity, so it seems like I shouldn't have to deal with those, but yes. I want to continue investigating just a little bit more if I can, just to see. Yeah, these soul drinkers have spell resistance, which is annoying, but it's fine, it's fine. At least with doing this, I can quickly veteran. Huzzah, look, there's a warlock. Like I was suspected. I quickly heal. And this berserker has a bit of spell resistance, so holy hand grenade. Chances liberate darkspawn and manifestations. That's yeah. So I'm gonna quickly, I guess, heal with this elixir of life since I'm getting pretty low, too low for comforts. Huzzah! Some more sage. I only have 2 more sage information that I have to collect. Very, very nice. Hey, critical hits. Stun, and there we go. And continuing on, we can. There's assortments and sell this, and I'm gonna sell their holy hand grenade since I don't need to deal with them. And I'm gonna get the. Gee, what's this? No, it's useful. Yeah, because that heals and gives me supplies, so definitely that. And I'm gonna also get the tridents. And wait a little bit on the rest. Some supplies. Check on the guild hall. How much is it to improve that? 270? Not quite, so I will put this somewhat just for the sanity, and I'm going to go to the training garden quickly, do what I've been meaning to do for a little bit now, and continue on our journey through the dungeon. 2 more levels left. We have now, in D&D terms, they should not be regenerating after I do a fire roll, but obviously they don't follow D&D rules. Sure, might as well continue onward. Since we are getting fairly close to the end, or not the end, but level 30. To be warlock. With spell resistance, I'm just gonna focus on doing damage that I can. All of these have spell resistance, so fireballs not that useful. Healing as of this moment is also not that useful, since Gotta make sure that I get rid of most of them before I do that. I'm gonna quickly use dried meats so I can heal a little bit. Good thing I have poison. Oh, lovely. We heal, quickly steal health, and oh, good thing my bat did. I was able to heal even more. You are greeted by a traveling musician sitting in the shade of the tree by the side of the road. He presents himself as Matthias, the bard, and offers to demonstrate one of his newest pieces free of charge. Uplifting tune for me, please. Huzzah! I got one sanity back. You find yourself standing in the wide hall of the shrine to the all-seeing. The dark, empty corners are infested with thick cobwebs. The ominous eye mural gazes at you accusingly from the far wall. Let's perform a ritual. Hey, I restored some health, got some crit, and got some evasion, which is lovely. Got an innate key, which is good. Might as well. You spot a few small mushrooms sprouting from the side of an old tree trunk. They really stand out with their thin stalks and brightly colored caps. If the stories told you by the dancing dragons, more adventurous patrons are to believe they are magic mushrooms, so to have potent effect on both the mind and body for those brave enough to taste them. So sure, why not? I fully restore health, but I lose 2 sanity. I quickly eat my sanity pill. Quickly get rid of the soul drinker. And on my merry way. Making your way through the get some more resolves. Just so I can making your way through an overgrown thicket, you chance upon an antique-looking lamp, flowing arcane scripts adorning its metallic surface. You pick it up and soon realize it's enchanted. It houses a djinn, a magical creature that supposedly grants 3 wishes to the lamp's owner. However, when summoned, the djinn claims he has just recently retired and will only grant you 1 wish. A matter of professional courtesy, and no amount of arguing or begging of your part will make him change his mind. Resigning to your fate, you can make your wish, which I'm going to get wishful riches, which I apparently successfully did. I'm quickly making my way through the last few tiles. I quickly am going to try and get rid of these guys. I have a decent amount of money actually, so which is quite nice. Oh no, scout ahead. Policeman, I will engage. Engage. Okay, at least it's neutral. Fire the artillery. We'll use this guy. Totalian, okay, it's neutral. Use this guy. At least it's neutral. And unfortunately you only get one of the special things. It's neutral, but it's still rough. Quickly, some more supplies. Go to the various assortments. Sell my rubies, sell my gold ring. Go to the ruling cadron. Merge these 2 together to get an ingot before putting the ingot away. I'm gonna quickly pick up a smoke bomb, take an acid bomb, another smoke bomb, solution, and that. Aether solutions allows 2 additional spell uses, but I think only once. So I just need to double check on the recipe for something. Yeah, I need dark orb. So, anyways, and I'm gonna quickly go to the. I'm gonna improve. You know, I'm gonna improve my vent. Okay, I can. You know, I'm gonna improve my venomous strike, since that's very useful. And I'm going to go to the Glacial Pass for level 30. You can there even before you lay your eyes on the narrow snow-covered entrance leading to the hollow mountainside. Once inside, you proceed with caution, fighting the urge to retch with every step of the way. The foul smell of the troll flesh is overwhelming. You endure nonetheless, knowing that at the bottom of this wretched place you will find your next target, one step closer to your goal. So I'm going to quickly use this, which... Oh, I can only use once? Great. So... Now we just gotta find the mighty boss troll. Soaring the ruined valley boost, you happen upon an imposing stone sculpture. By the looks of it, the long-dead sculpture has depicted one of the emperors from the last dynasty before the tearing. The eagle's face is unimpressive, however, except for the eyes, which gleam with a faint purple glow. Upon close inspection, you realize they're made of opium. Gotta go for the eyes. Huzzah. Level Brood, I can easily take this out. Thanks for the increased damage. Oh no, this is the ancient troll. Okay. Items, I'm going to use Smoke Bomb. Great, I can only use one item every few turns, but that's fine. I'll quickly stun everybody, hopefully. Okay, good, 2 of them are stunned. Use the Scythe. And then Fireball. And weaken everybody. Well, I was hoping for more damage, but it's fine. Stun, good. Quickly heal. Items, I'm gonna apply the Smoke Bomb as well. So, and I'm gonna quickly heal. Just heal some damage. So it looks like it's weak to it because it takes 11. But maybe because I got a critical hit. Okay, good, it's poisons. I'm gonna add additional poison. Fireball. Yeah, it is resistance, unfortunately. I'm gonna quickly heal. Please, the Marigold. And the poison takes it out. Huzzah! I don't need to use that. Or I'll leave. I don't need to explore the rest. This is just to... There's basically like, oh yeah, return to Aspern, and he tells you like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. Not really that interesting in my eyes. It just gives you a little bit of context. We'll check something. Blacksmith, yeah, I don't need that, but for the Brewing Cauldron... I had two dark fragments, I could combine them and create a very nice dark essence. The other alternative is opium crystals, which are still fairly useful. And yeah, I don't have the money or the level for it. So I'm gonna go here. Well, Necronomicon. There's also some armor, but nothing interesting yet, so I'm gonna store both of these and quickly go to the store to buy various supplies that I will need. Some maybe bread, some grapes, soma. I think it'll be good. Ooh, wait, more grapes. Always could use more clips. And what? Marigold. Don't think I'll need all of this, but you know, I'm just gonna buy all of this. Quickly store the troll blood. Dash. And I'm going to end this here. I hope you guys enjoyed this random collection of just going through various missions. I hope you guys have a good day, night, week, month of your lives, and may the stars forever guide your path wherever it might lead you into the future. Bye-bye, everybody.